well after that one big fight.
Yeah, it definitely does show that there are signs of life for Empire. If they can get the good black hole out, they can get on top of the crucial Navi targets, they can certainly win fights here.
Yeah, so I have to agree with you there. And after that big fight, he has his blink dagger now completed, so he might look for, you know, better black holes than having to be forced in and use them on one person.
It was a beautiful save as well from Zayat, but it just wasn't quite enough. Sniper took so much damage.
Yeah, I hear you there. Seneko, this Spirit Vessel has been fairly effective against this morphing when he uses his Manta Style prematurely, but now he also has a BKB up Seneko. They found him inside the bit. He puts the statics on, but it doesn't really matter. Magical doesn't have the vision over here on screen to keep popping up. They use the Stampede, but where's the detection? They do pop it up there. All the episode in place again. Wait, pops to use Madara. Sorry, Martin, he doesn't have another black hole. Crystallized with that Demon God. They're definitely going to lose touch over here. He gets very low here on Kodos, and they're able to get the kill. So then now they're dead over here. There's 9 shoots on. It's on top of two of them. There's still no black hole. And Navi, they fight back with 4 kills of their own and right into the road pit.
That was what we call a tactical feat by Seneko. Just making sure that Empire commits to a fight when they don't have black hole yet. And Navi just capitalize. They have some beautiful spell usage and they just handily take the fight.
Yeah, Dream doing whatever he can to get as much farm as he can, pushing out the lane before Navi are looking for this push because the Morphic doesn't have buyback for 31 seconds. So Navi probably won't make it to the high ground before then, but they are certainly going to have time and space with this Aegis.
It's gonna be quite hard to stop a magical sniper with an Aegis from pushing this high ground. Very nice pick up by Dream though.
Yeah, Dream, he's able to find Seneko. Now this Drow Ranger has actually got to the point where he's able to do enough damage.
He doesn't have a TP though. If Navi realizes this, they can just freely go high ground, but it doesn't look like they do. So Dream is just running around inside the trees without a TP, desperately trying to get back to base. If he runs into Zayats...
So, Seiyu here, he has the Rod of Atos. It's really been paying off a lot to offer them that tiny bit more control that they've needed in these fights. So, over here, Magical, he has a haste rune as well as the Ice Scotty. Finally, he is building that BKB, and maybe he'll be that tiny bit more survivable, even if Empire are able to get on top of him.
Well, he had the money, but he just changed his mind and bought himself a Crystallis.
Yeah, so Madden, he has this Blink Dagger. Didn't have the Black Hole in the last fight for the side of Empire. Perhaps that's the reason why they lost so badly. But the side on RB, they're moving together with Magical and his Aegis. He's almost level 25. But he's going to have that increased cast rate, not using his Midas. Apparently saving it for the cast screen.
Looks like Navi is in a position to try to get a pick off here. At the same time, look at Madan's positioning right now.
So Magical has the full Molineer completed, very close to that BKB, and with 2 lanes pushing in with the help of Crystallize in this mid lane, I think it's finally time for Navi to look to see. So, how good is Empire's high ground defense? What special things can they bring out?
Well, normally Midnight Pulse is very strong, but they're playing up against the Sniper Shadow Demon, so... the tower is gonna get damage from such a long range that the Midnight Pulse is not even close to him.
Yeah, Crystallize also sitting on the side here, hoping to get a catch. Scream just focusing those illusions, but this tower is already lost a lot. Over here, onto the central, they're not able to kill him through the Crystal Guard. And now that's got right here, Sniper Bit, Steering Case onto, and the harass there from the Assassinate. I don't think it was a real kill attempt, but now the Static Storm has worked good into Dream. They have the vision, but Dream, he punches BKB, so he is able to handle that sentry.
The Rubik does have the assassinate now, and it hits really hard for Rubik.
All the meanwhile, actually, Kodos, he's been here in this top lane, but they get the juke with the wrong one, and now Kodos BKB TP away to safely. So a lot of pressure onto the tier 3s from both sides, but Navi, they weren't quite able to finish off this tier 3. It's sitting on 4% HP.
Yeah, I guess Empire could be reasonably happy with what they got there. They dealt some damage to the tier 3 for Navi's side as well.
Yeah, Magical even taking this DD in his bottle. So they're going to have a little bit more damage, perhaps surprising the side of Empire. Also, this Deadless, he's got rid of his Midas, realizing he's farmed enough. Now it's time to do damage. So he decided against this BKB. How do you feel about that?
He has the Aegis, so he isn't that vulnerable right now. But as soon as they take away the Aegis, and if they can get on top of him, he's very squishy.
Blizzy, they have the stun over here onto Rubik, slice the fist, as well as the series chase. It's not quite enough. They have the tough Noble save, but that's going to bring them forward even more. Dream is affected by the other, the Challenge Doom, and they will use Tayo. That Rubik is dead for 54 seconds, and now tough. They know he has no Noble, and he's going to take a lot of damage. They haven't even brought the sniper in for this fight. Magical, he's been busy in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, the side of Navi able to kill off 2.
And these drags are gonna drop so fast to this DD sniper.
Yeah, Dream is affected by the slice of fist steering chain, but the DD on the sniper, he's actually killing off the Drow. He gets the chain lightning, and it's just more than enough. Drow Ranger, 90 seconds left on the turf, and Dream does have buyback if she wants to use it. The damage from the sniper absolutely unparalleled. Maybe Taneko's overextended a buyback on the sniper, and they do manage to pop him. But they've already managed to take one lane of barracks, and now Navi, they might look to retreat. But actually, with this tier 3 dead, they're going to have a go to mid lane. Magical getting into safe position, pops that assassinate to hold back Madden. Madden doesn't have the BKB, but still has that black hole. Navi, they're retreating away. Are they able to get any sort of catch? They do with the Aegis under lift. It looks like Diak is going to be the one to pay the price. They do use the Stampede to allow him to get away, and there's the hate group. He does grab it, not able to get the disruption because of the silence. He looked back thinking he'd be able to get the disruption, but he wasn't able to get it, and that was heralding his death.
All things considered, Navi didn't lose a lot there. They forced the Drow buyback and they got a Rex, so they have to be fairly happy with this. The Aegis did run out, so Sniper is a little bit vulnerable right now, but he does have a cheese, so he should be pretty much fine in these fights, unless he gets Black Hole and bursted without Zayats being able to help.
Yeah, and Magical, he still has... Oh no, he doesn't have the Aegis. It looks like it finally has expired. Roshan might come back up. And Empire, they're not just sitting in their base. They're looking to try and get some sort of initiation with this Shadow Blade Blink Black Hole. Do you think that's what they have to do, right? They have to just try and get Navi while they're unaware.
Yeah, I think so. This is certainly an opening. If they wait for another road and another one of these high ground sieges, I don't think they can win a fight. But right now, 4v5, they have a shot.
Colon, he goes in with his BKB. He wants an anchor, but the Cryptic Guard is doing a lot of work. They have the good back, stolen that, and Magical, he's thrown up into the air. He eats the cheese and he's going to get it. It's just that stolen also a whole bunch. They know Colon is affected by the Spirit Battle, the Black Hole, but the disruption is there. It is safe to sniper for a little while, but he will go down. He has buyback if he feels the need to use it. They are going to lose the Enigma. They buy back on the sniper. He turns back over into that disruptor, but it's probably not going to save his life. So Colon, he's looking to wreak as much havoc as he can over here. He will eventually go down. The Drow Ranger is going to do just fine until they kill it off. There's no buyback for that, and Kodos, he's here in the base. He does have buyback, however. They know there's no buyback there on the Drow Ranger, but they did manage to force the buyback there on Magical. Pretty big work there for the side of Empire.
Such a nice play by Kodos, morphing into Disruptor, glimpsing back the sniper and setting up for Madan's nice two-man black hole.
So Navi, they know there's 100 seconds without Empire. Do they just run mid to try and claim these second set of racks?
Yeah, a fight without Empire would be great, but I feel like you mean just the Drow Ranger.
Oh, yeah, no, obviously. But they don't have Zayak for this. Is it still okay for them to push?
Yeah, I think so. There is no black hole, and they are not sure if Morphling has buyback. He does, but they just want to test the waters. Looks like they can't take Megas just yet though. They might attempt to go for Throne though. They know there is no Drow Ranger buyback and there is no black hole, so what's stopping them from just hitting this Throne from a very long distance?
Yeah, I like what Cryptite is doing here. He's turning the back of Lily. He started to hit the throat. 27 seconds without the Morphling. He might feel the need to pop his buyback. And Magical, he's got another DD. These towers, they are just being shredded. They know this Drow Ranger is going to be over. Okay, hit. Madden doesn't have a black hole for another 60 seconds. And out the throw, they buyback on the Morphling, and that might be enough. They are going to lose TR because that's Satchel. And Kodos, he really wants his sniper. He knows there's no buyback over on Magical, but they use the Stampede, and that might be enough for him to be able to get away. Kodos, he's not going to be able to get that catch. But meanwhile, Crystallize as well as Magical, they're over here. Who they want to focus King on? He brought back for this as well as did Kodos. They have the snowball forward, but there's enough damage with that tough Warrior Sponge as well as Kodos' right click. They are able to kill, but they actually buyback on the Sentinel. So now there's 2 dead from the side of Empire, 17 seconds without the Dry Ranger, slice of fist, but the series changed. It must have been on cooldown, or he didn't have the mana for it. So no tier 4s remaining. I think they're just actually going to settle for these melee bags. They know there's no Drought Ranger for a little bit. They know there's no BKBs. Everything expended for the side of Empire. And Crystallize, he comes back in with a salve on himself, using those remnants to his advantage. They have their full 5-man lineup. They smoke up here, the black hole. 5 seconds without it, they do have the blink. And without this mid lane of barracks, are they going to focus it? And Berserk loses himself into the air, but Magical, he's busy focusing Chrome on the rest of his team. They zone him. They have the silent scream doing a lot of damage. He's managed to come back. They're probably going to lose the Enigma, but Madden is not able to come back into this. Magical is able to kill off this Enigma. No buyback on him. The BKB on top of Magical as well. Magical, no buyback. Forced off to the low ground. But the slice of fist. Kodos able to get that kill on Magical. There's no buyback on him. They've also fought back on Crystallize for this. And now Crystallize, he doesn't have a buyback. Steering case, he throws himself into the air, but they have the list, they have the silence, they get the disruption. Crystallize is able to walk away. The static storming is going to do it to allow them to take. Kodos getting very low to these illusions, but they probably are going to lose Dream. They see where he is. They go for his direct. Does he have the damage? Yes, he does. And they're going to be able to find even more. Kodos, he's back into this fight, but he's affected by the Spirit Wrestle. He's trying to get away. He has the waveform, but the disruption is not able to use it. Meanwhile, the creeps stay. Rubik, he has to take care of them. Morphling, is he able to fight this lineup of Navi? It's a 4 versus 2 of them here, because Rubik is busy, teams are busy. Use that Navi, looks like KR is going to be the easy kill, but they have the disruption once again. Are they able to kill off Kodos? He's glimpsed back, and they do lose Kodos. No Drow Ranger, no Morphling, and I think that is just GG, and they actually even lose the Tusk on the back line. Focusing the throat now, Empire, they don't want to drop to low bracket. They won't be out of the tournament, but they just want to be able to make it through this, but they do finally call GG. They are able to win this Navi in 45 minutes. It looked a bit dicey there, losing Magical, but they finally do bring it to the end to a game number 3.
Kodos even had a really big play of managing out of the static storm, but ultimately they just couldn't hold on long enough. They killed Magical, sure, but it feels like all of Navi was just completely in sync. They took these